Reflections on 2024, a year of unraveling and transformation. The year 2024 has been a watershed moment marked by political upheaval, economic instability, cultural conflicts, and geopolitical realignments. From the erosion of civil liberties to economic struggles and the reshaping of global alliances, the events of this year signal both peril and opportunity as we head into an uncertain future. This essay reviews the key themes and developments of 2024, providing analysis, quotes, and examples to understand where we have been and what lies ahead. The collapse of economic certainty. In 2024, the American economy faced unprecedented challenges. U.S. loan payments surpassed defense spending, revealing the fragility of the nation's fiscal foundation. As noted in my essay titled, "It's the Budget Stupid?" The reality of the debt crisis forced Americans to confront uncomfortable truths about government spending. "We are living in a house of cards built on borrowed time," the essay warned, drawing comparisons to historical moments like the collapse of the gold standard under Nixon in 1971. Automation continued to disrupt industries, as explored in California, and Democrats are destroying unions. Rising wages demanded by unions priced workers out of jobs, accelerating the shift toward robotics and artificial intelligence. This transformation left many Americans behind, fueling resentment and deepening divides between economic classes. The decline of the U.S. dollar and fears of a potential debt default have emboldened global actors such as China, Russia, and the Arab Federal League, setting the stage for economic power to shift eastward. "Globalists prioritize profit over national loyalty," I wrote in How the Globalists Opened China Up, analyzing how policies favoring globalization weakened America's industrial base. Political upheaval and the search for stability. The 2024 presidential election became a defining moment, with Donald Trump's attempted comeback offering hope for some and dread for others. In my essay, Trump's 2024 Victory, I noted how his victory symbolized both a rejection of globalist policies and a cry for national restoration. "Make America Great Again" wasn't just a slogan. It was a last stand against perceived tyranny and chaos. However, this victory did not come without backlash. Urban protests, accusations of voter suppression, and challenges to free speech reflected deep fractures in American society. The Harris administration's use of executive orders to suppress dissent, as depicted in Faded Glory, mirrored growing fears of authoritarianism. In one scene, a federal no-knock raid led to the killing of an innocent homeowner, a chilling reminder of how easily rights can be stripped away. Globally, alliances shifted as the Arab Federal League formed to oppose both Israel and the Antichrist, known as the Architect, in my Faded Glory series. This fictional narrative mirrors growing tensions in the Middle East, where real-world coalitions continue to emerge against Western influence. Cultural and moral decay. 2024 also witnessed an acceleration of cultural fragmentation. My essay, Hollywood's War on the Nuclear Family, highlighted how media and entertainment industries promoted values that undermined traditional family structures and moral standards. By celebrating brokenness as freedom, Hollywood has declared war on the very foundation of society, the essay noted. Meanwhile, debates over gender, sexuality, and identity politics deepened the cultural divide. The essay, Different Rules for Different Fools, explored how these debates left many men feeling alienated and disempowered, leading to movements seeking wives overseas and a renewed emphasis on traditional masculinity. Religious freedom faced similar challenges. In Faded Glory, the character Carol symbolizes resistance against oppressive regimes outlawing preaching and mandating allegiance to global authorities. This echoes fears expressed in modern discussions about state overreach and the suppression of Christian values. Science, religion, and the battle for truth. The rise of intelligent design, ID, as a counter-narrative to atheistic naturalism was a recurring theme in 2024. My rebuttals addressed accusations that ID lacked scientific rigor, pointing out flaws in evolutionary theories and emphasizing the empirical evidence supporting irreducible complexity. Quotes from Michael Behe and William Dembski, pioneers of ID, were used to demonstrate that the debate over origins is far from settled. Science should follow the evidence wherever it leads, Behe argued, a statement that resonated as attempts to silence ID proponents intensified. The essay, Angels Are Not Aliens, tackled claims by figures like Joe Rogan, arguing that biblical descriptions of angels provide a more credible explanation than extraterrestrial theories. This defense of Scripture highlighted the broader cultural struggle to reconcile faith and science. V. The rise of authoritarianism and the shadow of the Antichrist. Perhaps the most unsettling theme of 2024 has been the erosion of freedom in the name of order. My Fated Glory series envisioned a world where citizens are forced to receive a mark to buy and sell, a dystopian vision rooted in biblical prophecy. Freedom of speech has been modified to comply with social integration orders, I wrote, reflecting modern trends toward censorship and social credit systems. This fictional portrayal mirrors real-world developments, such as China's social credit system and Western attempts to regulate online speech. The fear of globalist agendas and surveillance states has become more than paranoia. It is now policy. 6. Where do we go from here? As 2024 draws to a close, we find ourselves at a crossroads. The global realignment of power, economic instability, and cultural fragmentation have set the stage for either renewal or collapse. Will America reclaim its leadership role, or will it fall further into division and decline? The prophetic undertones in Fated Glory raise important questions about the role of faith in turbulent times. We are not wrestling against flesh and blood, as Ephesians 6:12 reminds us, but against spiritual forces that seek to enslave and deceive. Yet hope remains. Trump's return and movements for national renewal suggest that the spirit of resistance is alive. Meanwhile, debates over intelligent design and moral values point to a hunger for truth and meaning in a world starved for both. Conclusion. A Call to Action 2024 has been a year of reckoning, a time when old systems cracked and new ones began to rise. As I look back on the essays and ideas explored this year, the central message is clear. We must remain vigilant. Whether addressing economic instability, political upheaval, or cultural decay, the battle for truth and freedom is far from over. Quoting Ronald Reagan, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction." These words resonate more than ever as we prepare for the challenges ahead. In the spirit of faith, reason, and resilience, may we face 2025 with courage and determination, remembering the lessons of the past year and embracing the hope of a better future.